Welcome to Passport Meets World, the show where solo travel meets self-discovery. I'm Elizabeth, your guide on this journey to explore the world while diving deep into the connections between travel and mental health. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or dreaming of your first solo trip, this podcast is here to inspire, empower, and remind you that adventure doesn't just change your scenery, it changes you. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Passport Meets World. I'm Elizabeth, and today we're diving deep into a deeply personal and important topic: grief, mental health, and how travel can help us navigate the healing process. Grief is something we all experience in some form, whether it's losing a loved one, a relationship, or even a part of ourselves. It's messy, unpredictable, and often feels like it has no roadmap. But today I want to share how travel, in its many forms, can become a tool to help us process grief and reconnect with ourselves and the world. This is not about escaping your feelings. It's about creating space to honor them and maybe even finding hope along the way. So whether you're in the midst of grief or supporting someone who is, I hope this episode brings comfort and inspiration. Understanding grief and mental health. Let's start by talking about grief itself. Grief is complex. It's not just sadness, it's an entire spectrum of emotions. You might feel anger, guilt, numbness, or even moments of joy, and all of it is valid. When we're grieving, our mental health can feel fragile. It's easy to isolate, overthink, or feel stuck in routines that no longer serve us. This is why movement, both physical and emotional, can be such a powerful tool. Travel, even small trips, can disrupt these cycles. It invites us to see the world differently, to reflect, and to connect with new people and new experiences. That's not to say it fixes everything, but it can be a part of the healing process. For me, after my dad recently passed away, I thought about taking a cruise. Not to run away from my grief, but to give myself space to sit with it. Being in nature, away from the noise in my daily life, can help you process your emotions in ways you can't at home. Going for a walk, being in nature always helps me, whether I'm feeling anxious or depressed or just need to feel inspired. Getting away from your routine can help you recharge and reset and think of your life in a new way. Why travel can be healing. First, it takes us out of our routine. When you're grieving, everything at home can feel heavy, familiar places, old routines, even people who mean well but don't know what to say. Travel gives you a chance to step away from that. It doesn't mean the grief disappears, but it creates room for new perspectives. Seeing a sunrise over a new landscape or walking through a bustling market reminds you there's still beauty and life in the world. For some, healing comes from solo travel, having quiet moments to reflect. For others, group travel or visiting a meaningful place can bring comfort. I've heard stories of people visiting locations their loved ones always wanted to see or engaging in activities that honor their memory. My dad has always wanted to go to Alaska, and he never went, so I was thinking about taking an Alaskan cruise just to feel connected to him in a way, even if he's never been there, because it's a place he's always wanted to go. Practical tips for traveling while grieving. Traveling while grieving isn't always easy, so here are some tips to make the journey smoother. Start small. You don't have to book a long international trip. A weekend getaway to a nearby state park or lake can be just as healing. Pack comfort items. Bring things that ground you, whether it's a journal, photos, or even a favorite blanket. Set flexible plans. Give yourself permission to cancel or change plans if your emotions feel overwhelming. Take time for reflection. Find quiet moments during your trip to process your thoughts, whether that's journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in silence. Lean on support. If you're traveling with others, let them know what you need. Maybe it's space, or maybe it's someone to talk to. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Finding joy amid grief. One of the most challenging parts of grief is allowing yourself to feel joy again. When you're traveling, you might find yourself smiling at a beautiful view or laughing at a funny moment, and then guilt creeps in like you're betraying your grief. Let me say this. It's okay to feel joy. It doesn't mean you've forgotten or that you care any less. It means you're human. Travel can help you create new memories while honoring the old ones. Maybe you visit a place your loved one always dreamed of, or you start a tradition in their memory. Those moments of joy are a way of carrying their spirit with you. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Grief doesn't have a timeline or a set path. It's unique to each of us. But sometimes, stepping outside your usual environment, whether it's a road trip, a nature hike, or a flight to a new destination, can be the start of a healing journey. Travel reminds us of the beauty, connection, and resilience that still exists in the world. In those moments of discovery, you might just find a piece of yourself again. Thank you for joining me today. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts or your own stories about grief and travel. You can reach out on social media or in the comments below. And remember, healing is not about leaving grief behind. It's about learning to carry it forward in a way that honors your journey and the love you've experienced. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Safe travels, and take care of your heart. Thank you for joining me on this journey through solo travel and self-discovery. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to follow, share, and leave a review to help more travelers find their way here. Remember, every trip you take, whether across the world or within yourself, is a step toward becoming who you're meant to be. Until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep chasing those moments that make life truly extraordinary. Safe travels.